West Virginia has their 13th consensus All-American in program history. Let's go. What's going on, Mountaineer Nation? Jordan Cruz back here with Country Roads Webcast. And before I get into this video, I just want to ask you guys for a quick favor, if you would. Just hit that little thumbs up button. Giving us a like on this video will help not only its performance, but future videos performances here on the channel as well. And if you're a West Virginia fan, Big 12 fan, college football fan in general, be sure hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Helps us and it helps you, as it helps get more of this Mountaineer sports content out to Mountaineer Nation. Having said that, let's get into it. There you have it, Mountaineer Nation. As mentioned in the cold open, West Virginia University has their 13th consensus All-American in program history, and there's the graphic they shared on the university's social media pages announcing that Beanie Bishop Jr., the transfer cornerback that came to West Virginia from Minnesota this season, has earned consensus All-American honors, becoming just the 13th consensus All-American in WVU football history, the first since Darius Stills did it a couple of seasons ago, the second consensus All-American now that Neil Brown has produced here in the Neil Brown era. And big, huge congratulations to Beanie Bishop for securing this honor. Can't say enough good things about him and everything that he did to come in and help this West Virginia program this season, and is one of the big reasons West Virginia had the success that they did this year that led to the 8-win season. So let's take a look at the official press release that came from the university that announced Beanie Bishop as the 13th all-time consensus All-American in WVU football history. And as you can see here, this is over on the university's official site there, WVUsports.com. John Antonic with the write-up. Portal edition, Beanie Bishop Jr. becomes WVU's 13th consensus football All-American, and it's the second consensus All-American of the Big 12 era for West Virginia, both coming under head coach Neil Brown. As I mentioned there earlier, the first since Darius Stills back in 2020. Neil Brown's comments in regards to Beanie Bishop securing the consensus All-American status. Coach Brown states, everyone associated with the Mountaineer football program is proud of him and what he's accomplished this year. He's been an excellent leader and a great representative for Mountaineer football, the university, and the state. And moving on here, you see the list of the other names that he joins, the other 12 consensus All-Americans in WVU football history, those being Ira Rat Rogers, Bruce Bosley, Darryl Talley, Brian Joswiak, Mike Compton, Todd Sauerburn, Aaron Beasley, the only other cornerback on the list, Canute Curtis, Grant Wiley, Steve Slayton, Dan Moses, Darius Stills, and of course now Beanie Bishop. Pretty impressive there. Over 100 years of Mountaineer football, over 132 actually, as John Antonic puts it there in the article. Only 2 cornerbacks have ever been consensus All-Americans at West Virginia now. It had only been one for a long time, with that being Aaron Beasley. Beanie Bishop now joins that list, and we know Aaron Beasley is a very beloved player in West Virginia football history. I think Beanie Bishop deserves every bit of that love now. Moving forward, he's a guy that came in here and really put on a show in his lone season with the program, earning this consensus All-American status. No small feat. Shout out to Beanie Bishop for pulling this off, and that's super impressive. And speaking of being super impressive, here's some of the numbers Beanie Bishop put up this year to lead to this All-American status, as he led the nation in passes defended with 24. That includes both pass breakups and interceptions. Pass breakups, he had 20, which was one shy of the school record set by Brian King currently back in 2003. Final 6 games of the season, he broke up 13 passes, including 5 against BYU, which tied the school record. And lastly, he finished 3rd on the team as well with 59 tackles, 48 of those being solo, and was credited with a tackle for a loss. To earn consensus All-American status, John Antonic with a great summary of this for some of you wondering what consensus All-American status may be exactly. A player must be a first-team All-American on the majority of the 5 All-American teams recognized by the NCAA, which is the AP, the American Football Coaches Association, the Walter Camp, the Football Writers Association, and the Sporting News. A player who makes at least 3 first-team squads of those All-American teams, and then after that, second-team choices are considered. Beanie Bishop was on 2 first teams, those being the Walter Camp and Football Writers, and on the second team of the other 3 big ones that they named there, the 5 there. So all in all, he has enough spots on either the first or second team of the 5 major All-American teams recognized there by the NCAA to secure this consensus All-American status. Hell of an accomplishment here by Beanie Bishop in his lone season as a West Virginia Mountaineer. So there you have it, Mountaineer Nation. Beanie Bishop becoming the 13th consensus All-American in WVU football history. Great news from a transfer addition that West Virginia was able to add late in the process during last offseason. So just has our fingers crossed that West Virginia can secure not only one Beanie Bishop, but maybe we can get a couple this offseason. Be sure, let me know down in the comments who you think could potentially be West Virginia's Beanie Bishop for 2024. We'll be searching for another one of these guys, and hopefully if he's even half as good as this year's transfer in Beanie Bishop was, it would be a big benefit for West Virginia's defense next season, because we certainly hit a home run with the addition of Beanie as he comes away as a consensus All-American, and we couldn't be more happy for him here at the Country Roads Webcast, and looking forward to him playing one more time in the gold and blue there in the Dukes Mayo Bowl. So appreciate you guys tuning into this video. Looking forward to more Mountaineer football coverage here throughout this offseason. We'll be talking, of course, transfer portal, recruiting, everything that comes up throughout. Be sure follow along here to the Country Roads Webcast if you don't already. And having said that, as always, I'm Jordan Cruz, and until next time, let's go Mountaineers.